Things often don't go to plan in life. We know this. We often feel that we are in this state of, oh my gosh, like, why did that happen? Why is that happening to me? That's not fair. Unexpected things often go wrong in our busy working mum lives. We know this. And it's never going to change. Okay, that's the thing. It's never going to change. There is nothing in your power that you can do to change this. So whether it's things, people, like situations and circumstances, whatever it is, money, whatever, things will come at you and you won't be able to change that. However, giving thanks, i.e. gratitude practice, is a really powerful way to help you navigate these unexpected things, these things when life doesn't go to plan. Look to gratitude. Look for the the good in what is happening instead, or look for the good in the situation. So, for example, example that springs to mind right now. A few weeks ago, I went food shopping with my youngest son. When we got back to the car, we had a flat battery. We live 5 miles from town, in the countryside, in the middle of nowhere, so there was no way we could get a bus or anything. I ended up phoning my husband, but I couldn't get hold of him, and I was ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing. He was doing some work on the land, didn't have his phone with him. I couldn't get hold of him because I needed him to come in, with the jump leads, come and charge me up. But the good thing that came out of it was that I got some really good quality time with my son that was unexpected, like forced time with him, but it didn't feel forced. It was lovely. We talked and whatever. It was really great. And the other thing is that I was able to phone my neighbour, or phone our neighbours, and say, can you just go and get Gary for me and tell him to phone me because I'm stuck? So I was really grateful for that as well, knowing that we've got that community, that support network available to us. So that was that. On the other end of the spectrum, and that was highly inconvenient. And I know, that's not like life or death situation, but it was really cold. But we had our warm coats and stuff on, so we could feel grateful for that. On the other end of the spectrum, this morning my day hasn't gone to plan at all. I had a lovely treat planned. I was going for a massage. Having a monthly massage was something that I used to do without fail before I had children. Then, after having children, it felt really difficult. One, due to time and logistics, and due to finances. However, I decided that it makes such a huge difference to my mental state, to how my body feels. I'm a massage therapist, and I've had years and years of experience in massaging, 20 years, as well as being a mindfulness coach. So I love massage. I love how the body works. I love seeing the body as a puzzle, and how everybody's muscles fit together. And if somebody comes and they have a bad neck, or it's like, well, actually it might be your lower back that's causing you the problems. Anyway, so I was due to have a massage this morning. It is what I call my non-negotiable. It's something that I decided that is really important to me, and I will make it happen come hell or high water. And it's part of my lifestyle. It's a boundary that I've set to make sure I have a massage. So I might have to go for massage during the day, or in the past I've asked my husband to look after the boys so I can go for massage on a Saturday morning or in the evening or whatever. So if it's something that you really, really want, you will find the money and you will find the time for it. But this morning my massage therapist was poorly, or is poorly, and I really hope she's better soon, because she's so lovely. However, it meant that I was looking forward to my massage, obviously, But good things came out of it. It meant that I got to have a really nice long chat with my mum, because I haven't spoken to her for a few days, weeks maybe. I've just practiced yoga for 20 minutes instead. And it still means that I get to work sooner than if I'd been out for a massage. And I'll get more work done and I'll feel more accomplished. And yeah, it's just a little bit closer to getting my tax return done, to a little bit of work on my new website for Unshakable Mama, my 8-week mindfulness program, a mindful journey to presence and freedom. Yeah, so there's a whole, there's lots of things. It means I get to have a nice coffee in a minute. There are always good things, even when things don't go to plan. And I just wanted to share that with you. So at this time of year, we're so busy. Like, there's so many things to think about. There's so much to organise, the food shopping, the Christmas food shopping and the present shopping and the social engagements, and yours and the kids, or maybe just the kids. My boys seem to have more going on than me, and it's just a lovely reminder that things don't always go to plan. And people are often sick at this time of year, and it's through no fault of their own. You may be sick at this time of year, your kids, whatever. Things don't always go to plan. And what I've learned over the years is that the more busy I am, as in the more heightened, stressed, anxious, overwhelmed I feel, the less space I have, the less head space I have and heart space I have to actually navigate those challenges. So for example, like your kids are off school sick, and you've got loads of work to do, and you really wanted to get that work done, and it's like looking at like different solutions. So when you come back to a place of thanks, okay, well, it's what is good in your life. Okay, well, I could go and pick my kids up from school, or I work from home, or my boss was okay with me this morning, he was understanding, or I had a day off anyway because I was going Christmas shopping, and it's not ideal that my kids are at home now, but at least I can do some online stuff or some wrapping, or there's that kind of thing. There is always something. It's just a juggle. So when we're giving thanks, we're actually soothing our nervous system, and we're shifting our mindset, so we're not feeling completely and utterly frazzled and overwhelmed. And during all of the 2-minute mindfulness and mindset practices that I teach through these mindful habits, through my Unshakable Mama program, it's all about regulating your nervous system. So you don't, fundamentally, it's nervous system regulation and boundary setting. So you can make mindset shifts. So basically, so you can cope. Well, so you're not always like feeling completely frazzled, that you've got that space for your body to go, okay, just breathe. Things didn't go quite to plan. I'm okay, I'm safe. We can get through this, we can readjust this, rather than you constantly like, but now I haven't done this, and but I can't do that, and now I can't, now this has gone wrong, and so important to just remember to take that breather. And it's something that you will need to remind yourself consciously to start with as you practice this. And it's something that you will need to keep recommitting to. And even years down the line, like where I am now, from where I used to be, where I was just that mum, that crazy mum who was busy all the time, and I decided that I really couldn't live this life anymore. And then I started making these little tiny, practicing these little mindset shifts and these 2-minute practices, just doing a little bit here and there, and eventually my nervous system started to feel calmer, and I started to feel like I was in control of my life again, of my life. And I started to feel like I had time for the things that I wanted to do, like go for a massage, or you know, like I had time to wrap the presents, or I decided that I wasn't gonna wrap everyone's presents. I wasn't gonna do table presents this year for the people who were coming for Christmas dinner and wrap them up all nicely. I was gonna just not do that anymore, because it made you feel stressed last time. So you can start to shift and, you know, start to readjust and reprioritize, but you can only do that when you have the headspace, when your nervous system is soothed and regulated. So today we're going to practice again. So as we've done all week, I invite you just to either type on your phone, or type or speak in an app, or just say it in your head, or even better, say it out loud, because then that states it to the universe. Writing is always my preferred, my number one, because I think I've said this every day this week, because it actually connects your mind and your subconscious, and then it starts to rewire your neural pathways, to help you shift your mindset and to get out of that state of like that victim mode, that state of fight flight, and it helps to calm and soothe you. Excuse me. Yeah, so excuse me. So I'm going to write, so just 3 things, think of 3 things that have made you happy today, or are going to be making you happy today, or that you feel happy for right here, right now. Okay, so I think I've already told you mine, to be honest, but about 13th, Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th is a lucky day. It's a day that was basically banned by people in the past who were scared of feminine power. So they decided that to make Friday the 13th unlucky, but actually it's 13, and Friday is a very significant number and days within like the moon cycles and like the spiritual stuff, like the more spiritual world. If you look up Friday the 13th on Google and just have a look at do a quick search, you'll realise that Friday the 13th is actually a really good day. And I think we worry too much about Friday the 13th, but I love it. We've had quite a few this year. So my things, right? So okay, so I have written, it's a nice chat with my mum. I've written number 2, saving the cancelled massage money, as in not spending that today. We've had a lot of financial difficulties, not difficulties, but challenges this past couple of weeks. Some really big bills that have been thrust upon us, which has been difficult to navigate. The good news is that I haven't gone into a complete state of like overwhelm and like trauma response like I used to, but there's a deep underlying trust that we'll be okay, we're okay, that the money will come back to us somehow, that we will find the money for these things, and the money that we had in savings for our house renovations that we've got to pay, that we've got to use now, it will come back somehow. It'll be okay, it will all be okay. But it just means that I've actually got a sports massage booked next week. And I was kind of feeling slightly decadent to have 2 massages in a week, But yeah, so actually it's worked out. And then number 3, my yoga practice time. So instead of having my massage, I've practiced yoga, which I didn't do yesterday because instead I had my neighbour around for a cup of coffee and heart to heart. So yeah, so it's worked out well. So there we go. So that is what today is the last video of our giving thanks practice for this week, and creating the mindful habit of giving thanks. It is really powerful just to help you get through any kind of like sticky situations and challenges. Like, what is the good that you can find in a situation, or what good has come as a result of the challenge or of the change of plan? So just bear that in mind as you move through Christmas with, I don't know, sickness and illness, colds and flus, or financial worries, or presents not turning up in the post on time, or social plans changing, or maybe family disputes, arguments, whatever, it's going to happen. But just remember that you are the one always in control of how you respond to any situation, whether it's gone to plan or not. You are the one in control. So I'm going to bring this to a close. Keep practicing over the weekends, because the weekends are also a busy time. There's going to be lots going on at the weekend, I'm sure. So just keep tuned in to your gratitude practice. Like, what am I grateful for today? Keep it really, really simple as well. So like, if you're going out Christmas shopping or to parties, I'm grateful that I've got fuel in my car. I'm grateful that I have money to put fuel in my car. I'm grateful for the food that we're eating. I'm grateful for the company. I'm grateful for the clothes I wear. You see what I mean? So just keep it really, really simple. And as you get more practice, you'll be able to find different things to feel grateful for. Do invite your friends into this community. For every friend you invite who comes to play and like share with us, to inspire each other, because I know that you've got frazzled working mum friends who are determined to achieve time freedom, to feel calmer, to improve our finances, to have more fun in life, to get more rest in life, to slow down life. All of these mindful habits will add up. They will add up and they will snowball. And before you know it, you've made bigger changes, or we're making lots of small changes to our lives and the way we choose to live our life, to, as I've said, like rewire neural pathways, to regulate your nervous system. And we stay really focused. We're able then to like have the headspace to stay really focused on what it is that you want in life, and step by step take the aligned action necessary to get there. But you only know what that aligned action is when you're in a calm, regulated state. And when your mindset is not in victim mentality, when you're not like, oh, why is this happening to me? It's not fair. Well, maybe it's not fair. But you don't have to let it drag you down. You absolutely don't. And you have that choice. So yeah, invite your friends to come and play, and you will be entered into a prize draw for every person. You will be entered into a prize draw to win a copy of this journal on Monday the 6th of January, designed and published by one of our community members. And future prizes will be self-paced access to my Unshakable Mama program, my 8-week mindful journey to presence and freedom. Feeling present in your own life, and feeling like you're able to live life in a way that feels good to you, rather than in a way that you feel like, feel expected to live life. So much of the way I was living, it wasn't how I wanted to live my life, but I didn't know how to break free from like the societal expectations. I didn't know how to break free from all of the overwhelmed with the school admin and the constant letters and constant demands for, I don't know, food donations and money for this and sign this form for this and all of that stuff. I didn't know how to break free from it. And so it all, and the truth is, I haven't broken free from it, but I'm able to deal with it in a much calmer way now, because I am, that was just one example, like school admin, break free from school admin. That still comes, like the school admin keeps coming. But I have boundaries around when I look at my school emails, for example. I have like catch-up times when I do that, like dedicated catch-up times. I get my husband to help me now. I'm like, well, he's, why should it all be on me when we both work full-time? And he wants to get more involved. I've learned over and over over the years that, it was me stopping him from getting involved, thinking that I had to do all the things, but actually he was there waiting, like, come on, Michelle, let me help you. So bit by bit, I've been kind of like giving stuff to him, which is absolutely incredible. And, being able to have boundaries around what you take on, like what you commit yourself to, and oh my gosh, there's just a whole heap of stuff. So yes, so I'm going to love you and leave you. Have a wonderful weekend. Let me know what you're doing. Do share with me inside this and us inside this community what you're feeling grateful for. What you're feeling grateful for, and where you're practicing. Are you writing or speaking or whatever? So our next Mindful Habit Creation week is in a couple of weeks. It's actually starting on the 23rd of December. Although maybe I will push it back until, we'll see. I'll see. I will let you know. But yes, anyways, just dance to really like get up your vibe, up your vibes. You're gonna have a dance every day. Yes, and I think I was originally going to do it at Christmas because we need to move and dance throughout the Christmas period, because I know for one that my back always goes, well, not always, but if my back is going to go, I'm going to have problems and pain in my back. It's usually at Christmas time when I'm sat around more watching films, when I'm not out in my normal routine like walking and things like that. So, walking to the school bus, or I used to walk on the school run, that kind of thing. I was just out of routine. So I will keep you posted on that, and I will love you and leave you. Take care. Have a lovely day. Bye.